In the small, quiet town of Willowbend, lived a young woman named Clara. By all accounts, she had everything one might need to be happy: a stable job at the local library, a cozy apartment with a view of the river, and a circle of kind-hearted friends. Yet, an intangible emptiness lingered in her heart, a subtle ache, as if happiness was always just out of reach. One rainy evening, while sipping her usual chamomile tea, Clara stumbled across an old journal she'd kept as a teenager. The pages were filled with dreams: to travel the world, to paint, to learn to play the violin, and most of all, to live a life bursting with joy. She realized with a jolt that she had forgotten those dreams, buried beneath the weight of daily routines and societal expectations. That night, Clara resolved to find what happiness truly meant: not fleeting pleasures, but something deeper, more lasting. The next morning, Clara began her search by decluttering her home. She donated boxes of items she no longer used, keeping only what brought her genuine joy. As her apartment grew emptier, her mind felt lighter. She also began to reevaluate her time. Clara had always filled her days with tasks to avoid stillness, but now, she left pockets of space for nothingness. In those moments, she found peace. Clara realized her loneliness stemmed not from a lack of people but from shallow connections. She began reaching out to friends and family, engaging in conversations that went beyond the surface. She also joined a local art class, rekindling her love for painting. The camaraderie of fellow artists and the simple act of creating brought her unexpected joy. Each night, Clara started writing 3 things she was grateful for. Some days, it was something as simple as the scent of fresh rain or a kind smile from a stranger. Other days, it was the big moments, like completing her first painting in years. This practice shifted her perspective, teaching her to see beauty in the ordinary and contentment in the now. Clara's job at the library had always felt mundane, but she began to see it differently. She started a weekly story hour for children, sharing tales that ignited their imagination. Seeing their faces light up filled her with a sense of purpose. At the same time, Clara volunteered at a local shelter, helping organize book donations. The gratitude of those she helped reminded her of the value of giving. Months passed, and one crisp autumn evening, Clara sat by the river, watching the golden leaves drift on the water. She realized that her search for happiness had transformed her. It wasn't a destination she had reached but a way of being she had cultivated. Happiness, she discovered, wasn't about chasing grand dreams or waiting for perfect moments. It was in the small acts of kindness, the pursuit of passions, and the ability to find beauty in the mundane. It was in connecting deeply, with herself, others, and the world around her. Clara's transformation didn't go unnoticed. Her newfound energy inspired those around her. Friends began exploring their own passions. Neighbors started joining her gratitude practice. Even the library, once a quiet corner of the town, buzzed with new activities she initiated, and so, the search for happiness didn't just change Clara's life, it sparked a wave of joy that spread through Willowbend, one small act at a time.